MonsterVerse is getting so much hate for two main reasons, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, a lot of people are dealing with their untouched feelings from Astro Renaissance and they projecting that onto MonsterVerse. And two, a lot of y'all are racist. Let's talk about it. Y'all, it's been so much going on with me in school. It's honestly been ridiculous. But I did get the opportunity to play MonsterVerse during the weekend when it got released. And honestly, I'm happy I did at that time because I was going to choose to play a little later on. Anyway, I have another video planned that will be coming up very soon, giving my opinions on MonsterVerse. But I just felt like we reaching to a point where things are starting to get out of hand. And I wanted to make this video to come out first before I move forward with making any other content in relation to MonsterVerse because it's just getting ridiculous at this point. Like, it's really getting to a point. So I made a tweet actually, and the tweet honestly went farther than I thought it was going to. So in my tweet I said, can we have a real conversation? The reason MonsterVerse is getting so much hate and honestly going through all that it is right now is because a lot of y'all are racist, including at Roblox. Where's the sexual content? Seriously, do y'all not have lawsuits to worry about? And you can't tell me for a game that is just starting, the hate that it's getting, it can't be for other reasons that people claim that they hate MonsterVerse for all day, every day. So let's discuss the Astro Renaissance of it all, right? Before MonsterVerse even came out, what was one thing that people have constantly been saying, even till now, to this day, to be honest? People have stayed comparing MonsterVerse to Astro Renaissance every single chance that they get. Oh, MonsterVerse is gonna end up like Astro Renaissance. MonsterVerse is gonna fall off like Astro Renaissance. MonsterVerse and Astro Renaissance this. MonsterVerse and Astro Renaissance that. Blah 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 blah. Let me tell y'all something. You see, with Astro Renaissance, before I even get into it, I just want to make a disclaimer. What I'm gonna say is generally no hate that I'm spreading to Astro Renaissance. This is not me shading the game. Unfortunately for Astro Renaissance, the popularity that that game had, it wasn't built off of the back of genuine interest, at least from most people. Astro Renaissance's popularity was built off of the back of the resentment and hate that people had for Royal High at the time, because you know, at the time Royal High was dead dry. We wasn't getting no updates, nobody was talking to us. No, it was just very weird. It was a very weird time. So when people joined Astro Renaissance, yeah, a few people joined Astro Renaissance genuinely to find another game that is similar that they can enjoy themselves in. But for the majority of people, they were using Astro Renaissance. Honestly, the best way I could describe it is rebound. Y'all was rebounding Astro Renaissance heavy. So when Astro Renaissance ended up falling off, which was because of lack of funding, by the way, a lot of y'all egos went down with it because y'all was using Astro Renaissance not even really as a way to actually push Royal High to make genuine change. Not everybody, but a good chunk of people weren't really trying to make change. At the time, there was a hate train going on and people was just hopping on it because that's what people do on the internet, unfortunately. People was either going right back to Royal High and Royal High content, or they was going to Dress to Impress and doing Dress to Impress content. But the point is, after that situation, everybody has shut the hell up. It was crickets. Then nobody had nothing to say after that. And unfortunately for MonsterVerse, nobody dealt with them emotions and it had to come back up on them. And because people have lack of critical thinking and honestly, quite literally lack of common sense, people projecting their feelings onto MonsterVerse because the main developers were on the team of Astro Renaissance and somehow linking that to the success of MonsterVerse or where MonsterVerse is going to end up. But literally, the game falling off has nothing to do with their quality of work. It literally has everything to do with the lack of money that they had to keep it up. Y'all need to learn the difference. Moving on. Now, let's get into the racism of it all. And honestly, I don't even have much to say about this because it is quite literally what it is. A lot of y'all are racist. When you hear people have conversations about MonsterVerse and why they don't like MonsterVerse, they could never actually sit down and give you a proper valid reason as to why they hate MV so much or they think why MV is gonna flop or whatever the case is. Anytime you see these people who are hating on the game talk about MV, it almost always almost always has something to do with, first of all, vampires can't be black. Baby, I don't know who told you that, but wherever you got your information from, delete your source. Also, as well, people constantly complaining about the lips. Oh, the lips are so big, the lips are so huge. Literally, the other day, I saw somebody on Twitter called the lips giant. Niggas is just casually throwing out microaggressions and just casually being racist, whether it's towards the NPCs in the game, about the game in general, or towards the owner, which is Peach. If the things that you are saying to me doesn't make any sense, that tells me that you are using these things as an excuse to cover the real reason why you hate MonsterVerse, which is because you are racist. Unfortunately, for a lot of white people, when they get into spaces that's not all about them, they are very troubled when it comes to that. And something else too is, unfortunately for us as black people, we are expected to do 110%, 200%, and reap a quarter of what our white counterparts get. That's why you see there's so much pressure and expectations on MV2. People just joining the game. It's the first day. Oh my gosh, all these bugs. Duh, it's a beta. Go freaking learn what that means and then come back to me. Are you okay? I'm gonna end this section off on this note. If you have so much of an issue with MonsterVerse, it doesn't have enough thin options for you. The vampires don't look the way you want it to look, or things don't fit your standard, whatever that is. Since you are a developer and you know what's best, right? You can go somewhere else. Go to It Girl, go to Dress to Impress, go to Royal High, go to these other dress up games on the Roblox platform. There is a plethora of them with all the white shades that you want, with all the thin lips that you want. They got all the options that your heart desire. You don't gotta stay over here. That's the best part. You don't gotta keep you behind here. You could get from around here actually. Now, these are just some of my final thoughts, right? First of all, for all the people who responded to my tweet with any type of raw high slander, I needed to be clearly understood that I do not stand for that either. People claiming that raw high is the reason why MonsterVerse got taken down, raw high plays this, raw high plays that. I get where y'all feelings is coming from, but y'all don't have no evidence, nor do y'all have any proof. Y'all can't just go around saying things like that. Let's stop them accusations now, please. Unless evidence was to come out, y'all need to stop that. Next, Roblox. I'm not even gonna get into why Roblox is racist, because honestly, like a lot of these big platforms, majority of them are racist. Even YouTube. But one thing I will say about Roblox, I don't understand why we are so heavily against women anatomy. It's weird. What is it? The cleavage? Because if you're gonna take down MonsterVerse, you might as well take down every other game where children be up in them games, smexing. People is role playing, people is doing all type of weird stuff, games is producing all type of weird content for children. Take those down too. It's so blatantly obvious. Roblox is biased against female anatomy because you be seeing abs, you be seeing all type of men underwear, and these things do not get flagged, they do not get moderated. And another thing too, if it's something that's moderated, or if it's something that you don't like, why not just tell them exactly what it is so they can take it down? Give a warning, say something. Y'all need to stop using damn AI. That's your problem. Oh my gosh, this is just, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting annoying. All this is really truly getting disgusting. Like, it's irritating for real. Anyway, guys, that is all my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what are your thoughts down below? How do you feel about this whole situation of MonsterVerse getting taken down? Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.